Love it or loathe it, Toyota changed the automotive landscape in 2000 when it launched the first generation Prius. Now, Toyota is stepping up their game and introducing a whole Prius family. Started with the Prius, then we have the Prius V for your larger families. There's a Prius plug-in hybrid for better fuel economy, and now this small Prius C. Toyota is keeping the family resemblance intact with the C, which stands for city, by the way, and they wanted to appeal to younger buyers, young couples, young singles, so they've added a little extra aggression that you might find missing in the standard Prius. Up here, the front lower fascia is wide to give it a nice wide-looking stance, which helps set the tone, cutting into these headlights, and the whole look works to give it a slightly sportier edge than your average Prius. Toyota engineers have managed to incorporate a number of styling elements that actually serve a function, like these little fins on the taillight here. As air passes over the body, it creates vortices back here which make this thing more stable at speed. Toyota has kept life simple when it comes to the trim levels available on the Prius C. You have the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4. Wildly boring, but wildly simple. It works. Starting at about $19,000 for the Prius 1, you can go all the way up to the Prius 4 for around the mid to high $20,000 range. We're looking at a Prius C4. What makes it a Prius C4? You've got the fog lights, color matched side mirrors, 16-inch optional alloy wheels, and the soft tech interior. Regardless of which numbered Prius C you end up with, you're going to have the same thing going on under the hood. It's a 1.5-liter inline 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor and battery pack. Coupled together, it's the hybrid Synergy drive system. It's good for 99 horses, which isn't much, a top speed of 105 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 run in a quite abysmal 11.5 seconds. This isn't about speed though, it's about fuel economy. And this car gets 53 miles per gallon in the city, which is the best in the industry of any car that doesn't have a plug. With any subcompact hatchback, you're curious about what's going on in the back of the hatch. We have 17.1 cubic feet of cargo space back here. You can lay these seats flat, the 60-40 split. This thing gets in the way a little bit, but it can be removed. And then you have room for groceries, your snowboards. You have actually plenty of space back here. It's a subcompact. You expect it to be small back here, and it is. My head is hitting the ceiling. My knees are in the ribs of the fictitious person in front of me where I would actually rather be sitting. The reason it's small back here, though, is because I'm sitting on top of the battery pack. They put the battery pack under the rear seat, which is nice because you get more cargo space, but it's not nice if you have to sit back here because it's not comfortable. The back seat wasn't comfortable, but it's a different story up here. You have this nice soft tex leather because this is a Prius C4, which is a simulated leather. It's not the real thing, so cows are safe. Everything is within easy reach. You've got a 2-tier dash with a vehicle information display up here that shows you how you're driving, shows you how you can improve your driving. It just gives you a lot of information related to the fuel economy of the Prius C. Central, we have this large screen which displays all of the very cool Entune apps, such as Pandora and Bing. It also houses the navigation. One of the great features in a car of this price range is automatic climate control. Turn that on, set the temperature you want, and the system will get there quickly. On top of that, you've got steering wheel mounted controls and a great view ahead of you from the driver's seat. We've only got 99 horses under the hood, so the car is sluggish as you might expect, but it doesn't actually feel that bad from behind the wheel. It can certainly get out of its own way on the highway. You're never going to be too slow to keep up with the rest of the crowd, which is a good thing in any car. Additionally, Toyota has fed in some extra sportiness to help set it apart from the rest of the Prius family. Now, to call it sportier than a Prius isn't saying much. That's like saying the fat kid in your gym class, just because he bought Air Jordans, now he can dunk. Not going to happen. Still, it's a more exciting, engaging drive than your average Prius, and that's welcome for the potential younger buyer who's interested in the Prius C. Toyota's done a really good job of dialing back the road noise using materials to suck up that sound. In addition, it's actually a really comfortable ride. There's no bumping. You expect a herky-jerky ride in a hatchback, but Toyota engineers have managed to dial a lot of that out. There isn't much out there to compare it to, so if you're in the market for a Prius, but the regular Prius is a little too big, Toyota has you covered with the Prius C. It's shorter, it weighs over 500 pounds less than the Prius, so it's a little more nimble out on the road, and it gets fantastic fuel economy. Toyota wants to grab you early with the Prius C, have you graduate to a Prius, and eventually get to the Prius V. If you're in the market for a hybrid, Toyota's got you covered.